guys, today I am back with another video. Remember, I am Kiana, your favorite agent's favorite instructor. And today I'm coming to you with a video about our Georgia tax calculations. We are going to do some walkthrough and talk about how to solve them, and also talk about how to make sure and even do a problem so that you are able to be successful on your real estate exam. This video is going to be exclusive to Georgia. There is going to be a part 1 and part 2, and make sure, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, so as previously stated, we are going to talk about Georgia taxes, and this is going to be part 1 of our video. So we're going to do Georgia tax calculations. And today, the first one I want to talk to you is about assessed value. So you will have to solve for assessed value on any of your tests. We need to know that Georgia's assessed value is always going to be 40% unless otherwise stated in the question. So Georgia's assessed value is 40%. To solve for the assessed value, your equation is always going to be your market value times your assessment rate. All right, so let's see what that looks like in a question. So say you have a market value of $250,000. So in order for me to get the assessed value, I would need to take this $250,000 and multiply it by 40%. Or you can do 0.40, which would give you 40%. When I do that, I will get $100,000. This is my assessed value. Keep in mind that assessed value is what you pay your property taxes off of. So assessed value is used to determine taxes. So that is what assessed value is used for. Let's go ahead and take this another step and go into another problem. All right, so the next part we're going to talk about is solving for your property taxes. So in order to solve for your property taxes, you will usually get your assessed value. So you require the assessed value, and you are going to multiply by the mill rate. In most problems, the mill rate will be given to you. What the mill rate is, 1 mill of, and that is 1/10 of a cent. So let's say they gave me a mill rate of 38 mills. I would write that when I am multiplying as 0.038, and that would be my mills. So let's say we take our previously used assessed value, which was 100,000, and we multiply it by 0.038. So if I take that and I multiply 100,000 times 0.038, I'm going to get 3,800. So this is my annual taxes, property taxes, for a property that is at 38 mills in the assessed value of 100,000. So let's say that this question asks me to take this a step further, and I need to know the monthly. So I'm going to take that 3,800 and divide by 12, and my monthly assessed value, or my monthly property taxes, is going to be $316, and it gives you a number of 666. 6, you keep on going, you're going to round that up to 316.67. So those are your monthly property taxes that is going to be added into your current mortgage payment. All right, so let's say we wanted to solve for the mill rate for a problem. So in order to solve for the mill rate, it requires you to take the budget of the city or county that you are in divided by the tax rate. This is going to equal your mill rate. So the best way for us to do this is to take a problem and actually solve it so that you can determine the mill rate. So let's see. Let's say the city has a budget of $12,500,000. And then they know that they have an assessment roll, meaning all of the houses in that area is the assessment roll, on the assessment roll, and the value of that is $950 million. So the first thing, basically, we are going to want to determine what the rate is for each property would pay, so that we're trying to determine the mill rate. So for this, the first thing I would need to do for this problem is, of course, I'm going to take my assessment roll for all of the values in those properties, and I am going to multiply that by 40%, because remember, my assessed value is based on 40% in the state of Georgia. So I take that 950 million and I multiply by 40%. That is going to give me a total of 380 million. So then my next step is going to be to divide by 100. And I'm dividing by 100 because, of course, this is going to be in hundreds. So how many dollars per 100? And that will help me to determine my mill rate. Remember, a mill rate can also be 100, 1,000. But for this problem, it is going to be 100. So with that, I am going to take this and do 380,000, and then 380 million and divide by 1 million. 380 million and divide by 100. I will get $3,800,000. And this is units of 100. So with that being said, my answer, whatever my answer is going to be, it is going to be per $100. So I take this, remember I'm solving for that original, I'm taking the budget. So my budget was $12,500,000. And I'm going to divide by that by my $3,800,000. So I take the $12,500,000 and I divide by $3,800,000. That's going to give me an answer of 3.2894. I can round that to 3.29 per $100. And it is per $100 because remember we divided by 100 here and we said that this was the units of 100. But remember, when we talk about mill rates, we are looking at over 1,000. So it would be 4 over 1,000 or whatever number it is over 1,000. So this is a way that you could solve using that mill rate formula, taking the budget and the tax rate and dividing to get that rate. So before we go, I just want to review all the formulas that we talked about today. So we had the assessed value. And your assessed value, remember, it equals your market rate or your market value times your assessment rate. Remember that your assessment rate in Georgia is 40%. All right, and then for your property taxes, you are going to take your assessed value and multiply by your mill rate. And keep in mind that there could be questions that ask you per mill rate or per 100. If it asks you per 100, you're going to need to divide by 100 and then multiply it by whatever you get. So like that 3.29 that we got in our last equation, you're going to want to multiply it by that to get your property taxes. In our next set, in part 2 of this video, the next video that will come out next week, I will go about solving a problem that has the per 100 versus the mill rate. And then in order to solve for your mill rate, you are going to take your budget and divide by your tax base. So these are the equations that we discussed today in this video. And remember to make suggestions about things and to ask me any questions that you may have. You can always drop comments down in the comment section below. All right, guys, thank you for joining me with this video. Remember that if you have any questions or comments that you would like to leave them down in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on this video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.